Hey guys, I want to come on and talk a little bit. I felt moved to talk about it, I guess, is for lack of a better word. This has been a very interesting day for me, a very blessed day, and very much shown a path, shown answers. I really don't know how to put it into words without sounding really weird. And oh, look, my eyebrows are all off kilter. Anyway, so a lot of big changes going on in my life, a lot of big new starts, and I've been very not apprehensive, because that's really not the word. I felt really peaceful about the whole choices that I've made, but I still needed reconfirmation, reaffirmation, if you will, about the choices that I was making for my family, for myself, for my business. And last night I prayed. I asked for guidance. I asked for clarity. I asked for God to show me his path. Show me what you want me to do. Make sure I'm making the right decision, because these are some pretty big choices that I've made. And I got up today. My path was very clear. And as I went around doing my errands, I was reaffirmed 10 times. From the woman at the senior citizen center where I was paying off the hall rental, to a woman who found a rock I painted and called me to tell me that that rock had blessed somebody else. My faith in God, my faith in Jesus isn't something that I talk about real openly. It's something that's very private to me, and it's something that I've always felt that you should see shine out of my spirit, not come out of my mouth. So for me to go on a video and post it on Facebook and tell you about my faith is a little uncomfortable for me. But the biggest thing that I keep hearing in the back of my head over and over is that all of our trials and tribulations are really just blessings in disguise. Tribulations, trials, struggles, this is God's way of prodding you into the direction he wants you to go. He makes you uncomfortable where you're at, so you're forced to move. You're forced to go in a different direction. And if you keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again, if you're doing the same thing every time and you get the same results, maybe it's time to try something new. Maybe it's time to do it a different way. Maybe it's time to sit down and listen to that small voice and hear what God's telling you. I think that sometimes our trials and our tribulations are really just blessings, and they're ways for God to connect with us and to communicate with us, and we just have to listen. So that being said, I have big news, but I'm going to make that later in the month. I'm not ready to announce all of that yet. Some of you know, and if you're really curious, you can PM me. I'll tell you. It's not a huge secret, but it is something I'm not ready to announce to the whole world yet. And love. If you listen, all you're asked to do is love each other. That's it. Love each other, and God's going to bless you, and he blesses me every day. And sometimes you have to make sure that you're not turning your blessings into burdens. You're not complaining about your blessings, because sometimes we mistake things. Things aren't quite what they appear. And if you sit back and look at them, and sometimes you can go back and look through your life, and you can see points in your life where you saw something that was a struggle, something that you felt was a burden, and you can look back at it now and think, oh wow, that was really a huge turning point in my life that led me into something amazing. So my point of this video is I have no idea. I just felt that someone needed to hear this story. Someone needed to hear this testimony. That somebody needed to be lifted up. And for whatever reason, I was the one that had to do it. So I learned a long time ago not to question God. I learned not to question those feelings that I have. If something's in my heart, I have to say it. I have to share it. And for whatever reason, this one's been following me around for a couple hours. So even with no makeup on, I sat down and I did what I was supposed to do, because I do believe that we are pressed upon to do things, and I never failed to do them. I did in the past and I regretted it, so I've learned to listen to that small voice when it tells me, do this. So I do. I've got some amazing friends and I see them struggling to balance work and family. I see them struggling to balance finances and obligations. And at the end of the day, put your pride in your pocket. We all have to pay our bills, so you have to balance paying your bills, that obligation, with putting your family first, being consistent, being reliable, and doing what you've got to do. And I love you guys. My time's about to run out on my video. I can see it clicking down now. So you guys know where to find me. I love each and every one of you, and be blessed. I am.